Did Amber Heard's attorneys commit an ethics violation in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial?
Is any of the evidence of your injuries that has been put to the jury in this trial fake?
No, absolutely not.
Now, every attorney has to abide by the rules of professional conduct of their state, and Virginia has their own set of rules of professional conduct, which includes Rule 3.3, Candor towards the Tribunal. This rule addresses how a lawyer is supposed to conduct themselves before a jury, a judge, while in court. And it really goes to honesty of the attorney. And it also states a lawyer shall not knowingly offer evidence that a lawyer knows to be false, and if a lawyer has offered material evidence and comes to know of its falsity, the lawyer shall take reasonable remedial measures. Like, we've had a big question here about evidence submitted in this case. There are at least 3 images we've had serious questions about, if not more. One has been a picture of a wine bottle that's been submitted twice into evidence for 2 different dates. We know of another picture of Amber Heard that has been submitted twice, and we know that that image, at least one of those images has been, one of the versions of that image has clearly been edited because you can see them next to each other. And another image that we have questions about that because of its storage in Photos 3.0 compared to the original iPhone looks different than how it maybe should look, according to Brian Neuromeister, Depp's expert witness. But the key thing here is knowing, right? A lawyer's reasonable belief or suspicion that evidence is false does not preclude its presentation to the trier of fact. A lawyer should resolve doubts about veracity of testimony or other evidence in favor of the client, but the lawyer cannot ignore an obvious falsehood. The real issue becomes, right, because, okay, this gives you a little bit of a break, you know, client gives you some evidence, you just believed them on their face, and you submit it to court. But through the trial, we've had testimony, we've had cross-examination, and we've had expert testimony regarding some of these images. And then the final witness of this case, Amber Heard, goes up, and on redirect, her attorney, Ben Rottenborn, asks her whether any of the images in this case have been edited. And at that point, you were getting very close to an ethical line that you don't want to cross. And in fact, apparently it had a very negative effect on the judge's demeanor. If you listen or pay attention to Ian Runkle of the Bailey on YouTube and Twitter, he was in the courtroom when this question was asked, and he said the judge's demeanor quickly changed, and she was not happy that question was asked.